Okay, who is ready to check out Utopia of the Seas, the newest Royal Caribbean cruise ship? For now, this ship is absolutely amazing. There are 18 full decks that we're going to be exploring. There's 2,834 staterooms on this ship, 21 restaurants, 22 if you happen to be a suite guest, 13 bars, 8 neighborhoods for us to explore, and with the godmother being Meghan Trainor, you know that this is an incredible ship. And go ahead and do me a favor, hit that like button on this because this is a very, very labor intensive video and that helps me out so much.
Here we go. Here's our ship. This is exciting. That is so cool.
Stay right there, Nick. Turn around. Get a photo.
Wow.
Say cheese.
That's really cool.
So because we were able to go straight to our room, we decided to do this first. And we are staying on deck 11, stateroom 594. This is an extended ocean view balcony, and as you can see, Nick was immediately obsessed with that balcony. And let me tell you, I think this was the best thing I could have done for our family because this extended balcony, having that extra room, Nick really enjoyed being able to be out here. He also really enjoyed his nice twin-size bed that they had already ready to go for us because we were having a later sailing time. And as you can see, they also have lots of storage. So they do have this beverage cooler, which is really nice. They have these really deep drawers for you to be able to put things in. And then as a heads up, the hair dryer is going to be over here. You actually are not going to have that in the bathroom. It's going to be over here. And they do ask that you dry your hair at your desk rather than using the plug-ins that you have in the bathroom. Now here is the desk, nice wide chair, plenty of space for you to be able to spread out, get your work done, and plenty of charging outlets for you to be able to charge all of your devices. Now Scott is showing us part of the storage solutions that they have here. So you do have a nice safe here as well as some extra space, a couple of hangers that you have on this side. The other cabinet that they have is all hangers on the other side of this actually very comfortable king-size bed. Was very happy with that bed actually. Probably what I was most excited about, however, was this bathroom. I absolutely love that they have this plexiglass door. Definitely made it so much nicer being able to take a shower than having a shower curtain stuck to you the whole time. I also really enjoyed that shower head. It does go up and down for you, so if you're a taller person like Scott and I both are, that was nice. Toilet, I don't think I need to get into anything with that other than please use the paper products that the cruise line provides. Do not bring your own. And then pretty standard as far as a sink and counter space and other things in here. Now if you want a more comprehensive look at this particular cabin, definitely check out our embarkation day video because we added a ton of other footage into that video of this cabin.
Here we go.
Okay, so I don't have anybody in here with us. There is no way to mark where you want to go. You have to do it outside. And then it tells you what your next deck is going to be, which for us is 18, which is the top deck. When you are ready to go somewhere, you have to choose which one you want to be in, and then it will tell you which elevator to go into. Not happening today, but deck 18, this is going to be the Royal Suite class. So if you are in a suite, you may be up here. Look at how pretty that staircase is. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. We will be using those shortly. Here's the other side of the Royal Suite class. Now, you do have to have your room key in order to be able to get these doors to open as a heads up. So I find it really interesting that for the suites, they have one central staircase between the two elevator banks that they have on this side. And we are in the aft of the ship, or the back of the ship.
I think that the artwork that they have on the ship is really incredible. I mean, check out this piece that they have hanging above Deck 17. Now, I do want to mention Deck 17 does have more suites in it. It's also the home of Coastal Kitchen, which is the suite-only restaurant on the ship. The only way that you can eat here is if you happen to be a suite guest.
Up this way, I believe it's just more suites. Am I right?
Yeah, and a really cool program to work out.
Hey, bud. And you are looking out over on the lime and coconut. And a pool. One of the pools. Unfortunately, we're not staying in suite class on this particular voyage, so I'm not able to show you more than just where they are. Hopefully in a future video, we'll be able to do that for you. Probably won't be on Utopia, but maybe Wonder or Icon, or if I get invited back on another ship, maybe I'll be able to do it then. So just stay tuned, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel because I'm going to have way more cruise content coming towards you, so you're going to want to make sure that you're subscribed so that you can see all that. Okay, we are officially on Deck 16, and for all of those kiddos, young and old, this is where the arcade is located. Again, we are on the aft of the ship. And oh my goodness, there's so many things to do. Flop it, magic wheel, pop the lock. Very fun foosball. And oh yes, fantasy bowling. Nick has found the one he wants to do. Oh, he can reach! Oh my gosh. I feel like we've hit another milestone. Plenty of fun things. Claw machines. Let's head outside. And as you can see, this is our Coco Key Day, perfect day. And Independence of the Seas is here with us today. Right over here is the El Loco Fresh. It will be opening up a little bit later today. Place to get tacos and quesadillas and all kinds of fun things. Right next to El Loco Fresh. Check it out. It's an under the sea goofy golf. What do you think, buddy? Is that cool? Yeah? I like the sea turtle. And the world's biggest octopus. Isn't he cool? Okay, so it is not open right now while we are in port. But literally right across the way, that's where you could zip line across if you so choose to. That's your landing pad. And then you take off right here. Isn't that cool? Here is the giant lighthouse on the back of the ship, which has a really cool little slide. And then here is a play area for the littles, which I think Scott and Nick are getting ready to have some fun inside. There's the Nick! He's inside of a starfish! All right, while they're playing, there's a little girl in there with them, so I don't want to be videoing her. But here is the Abyss. It is a giant slide. Yes, you heard that right. It is a slide, and it goes down a good bit of the ship. I cannot remember which deck it comes down. I'll put that in here below. A couple of things, safety rules. Have to be at least 44 inches tall. Lie back with your feet forward and hold the handle. You does have a maximum weight of 330 pounds. Children must be accompanied by a guest 16 years or older. Only one person at a time. So I would say that Nick would be able to ride with Scott or me, but obviously Scott and I couldn't ride together. That's how I'm interpreting those rules. Boy, they set these up perfectly, don't you think? Look at that. With your own little table for your drink, and you can just look out at perfect day. Now this is actually my first time seeing it since 2006, which is shocking, I know. This used to be a tender-only port. They did not have the walkway to go right on in, and the only thing that I remember being here is we would go off to this side, to that little cove, in order to swim. And there used to be a really tall lighthouse there that I have a photo of. And I have a photo of Majesty of the Seas, if you can remember that ship. I don't think she's in service anymore, in the background, because that's who I got to ride on to come out here twice, in 2004 and 2006. And it has been that long since I have been back to the Bahamas, Coco Key. Just off of the ultimate abyss is the Flow Rider. A few rules: you do have to obey Flow Rider staff at all times. They show you how to bodyboard. They also show you how to flow board, which is standing up. So here is our Flow Rider. Very, very cool. Now, it is very fitting that this is the first cruise line that we're taking Nick on, because their little mascot apparently are these chrome monkeys. And look at him with his little surfboard getting ready to go on the Flow Rider. That is so cool. Here is the entrance for the zip line right next to the Flow Rider. And then you do have a full-size basketball court if you want to get your game on with some friends and family. Very cool. And then that is deck 17 up above. That happens to be part of the Star Suite, the suite class, sorry. So if you want to have a little bit of privacy, that is a great place if you happen to have suite access. Let's check out the Utopia Playscape. Maybe I can find my kid in here somewhere. I think I found my husband. Ooh, no wonder you did that.
Freaked me out a little bit.
Yeah, it's extra bouncy. Where is our child?
All the way up.
Are you up there? Yeah, are you having fun? This is a pretty cool area, dude. I love that they thought about the parents and they have some benches. Fun things for them to be able to climb on and over. And they do have an entrance into the Windjammer from here, which I'm glad that Nick has not discovered yet.
So the big slide's closed all the way up.
Aw.
The red one, it's closed about halfway point, so you can only do the pink one.
Okay.
But I did not do the pink one. I came back down.
You walked up with him and then let him go down?
I went up the spiral staircase, hunched over to get up to that. And then I had to come back down because I wasn't coming down that.
Are you having fun, buddy? They have these little rock climbing pieces where the kids can learn to rock climb. That's really cool. You gonna go up, do the slide? Do the pink slide. There he is. Oh, he's getting ready to go down the slide. Let's go! I don't think you need help. There he is. Just a heads up, maximum occupancy 12 children, 5 to 12 years old. Children must be accompanied by guests 16 years or older. And then a little bit more information on the Utopia Playscape. No wet clothing, sneakers only. Be on the lookout for safety signage. And then you can take the ramp down if you don't want to take the steps down. Also on deck 16 is the Social 100. This is exclusively for ages 13 to 17. As you can see, very cool. Fun little setup for the teenagers. Unfortunately, we didn't get in here early enough on our embarkation day for me to be able to check it out for you guys. So next time, hopefully. Let's head back out into the sports zone because I think Nick has finally talked Scott into enjoying the pool. Really quickly, I really like where they have it set up. The lime and coconut right here. Your sports zone, you can go back that way. You can do the Abyss, you can do the Flow Rider, the Social 100, which is for the 13 to 17-year-olds, and then right below us is the Windjammer. So they really thought that through for those kiddos because I've never met a teenager that isn't always hungry. And everything is very centrally located for them. So when you're trying to find your kiddo, because let's face it, we've all had that before, you have a pretty good idea of where they're going to be because of all the stuff that's right here. Also really love these infinity whirlpools overlooking the regular pools. And they do have a ton of showers available for you to be able to rinse off before and after taking a dip. Also really like, these are just fun. Oh, and Nick is already there. So this section is probably going to be a little bit quieter only because you're not going to have as many people overlooking the screaming kids with the kids play area right here. Which, oh, it looks like that bucket's about to dump. Oh my goodness. Nick is having a blast. He will not have a blast once he realizes where that bucket is located. There it goes, there it goes. Scott, watch out. It tried to get you. And speaking of Social 100, here is the patio for those kiddos. It's right up there. Fun place for them to be able to hang out together. And it looks as though they've even got some, looks like a whirlpool or something up there maybe. That's pretty cool. Here's a nice little alcove. You want to spend some time outside and kind of a little bit quieter. I really like this actually, because if you need a place to be able to decompress, I know that happens to us a lot. This might be a good spot for you. And then there is the Hooked Seafood Restaurant. We did not get reservations because I can't get Nick to eat much of anything seafood. Maybe someday. Okay, we're going into the portside elevators and stairs section. So we were just on the deck outside of Hooked. Still on deck 16, can you believe it? Here is a better view of the Hooked Seafood Restaurant. The lovely staff here told me to come on in, take some photos and video. Isn't it beautiful? It definitely feels very Cape May-ish to me. I love this so much. Look at these And they're wide chairs. I love that. So let's face it, we don't always fit in some of these chairs. Not a very large restaurant, but it doesn't need to be. Now this is an additional charge if you choose to book here. And then, just to give you a little perspective, you're overlooking the solarium, which is the adult-only section, and here is the solarium bistro underneath. Very tranquil. And then you do have the lovely bar right here in the middle. Have some really lovely touches in here. Here is some more lounging areas. And then right underneath of that bubble is one of these solarium hot tubs, which is so cool. We'll show that when we get down to deck 15. But for the moment, I think I'm allowed to come up here, so we're gonna check it out. I don't know if you guys can see them or not. Can you see the jet skiers out there? That's so much fun. And then bonus footage, that is the Goofy Golf section for Independence of the Seas. Looks like Independence Dunes. Has a cute little red and white lighthouse. Lots of fun things to do on that ship as well. Just on the other side of the Social 100 patio, they do have a spot for us adults to come and chillax. I think these are so pretty. Someone's reading her book right now on one of these, and I am so jealous. I may have to go to the room and get my book and do this while Scott and Nick play. I don't know that we will be doing it at all today, but the entrance to the 3 slides are over there. And this one is very cool. As you can see, you've got the little tube right there that you can see somebody. And then eventually, you'll come out here and you'll go around a few times. Isn't that crazy? Before you literally get flushed down the bottom of the tube. So people are enjoying everything. I don't want to get too close, but here is another one of the pools that they have. Isn't that fun? We are going to go check out the lime and coconut very quickly, and then we will officially be done with deck 16. I feel like that's been half of the video so far. Not to worry, we've got a lot more to see, so bear with us. Here is a better view of those slides. Now, if my adult boys were here, that's where they would be all day, is having fun on those 3 slides. I'd probably be okay with the blue and the yellow one. I'm not sure if I would like that orange one too much. Here is the casita check-in. If you are wanting to have one of these cabanas or get yourself a drink later, because it is also the lime and coconut, you can certainly do that. Here's a few more of these beautiful little cabanas, or casitas as they like to call it. And I just love these giant oversized chairs. I know, I'm a dork. I'm okay with it though. Guess what? We've made it to deck 15. Let's check it out. How's he doing?
Good. I got a little wet.
Just a tad.
Yeah. Come on, Nick. There he is. Was that fun?
here's the bottom level of the lime and coconut. As you can see, if you can't find a drink that you want, you probably just don't drink. Before that, right over here, there's one of the showers. You could shower off before and after getting in the pool. And then here is the pool. As you can see, lots of loungers. And then it is 4 feet deep in that main pool area, as a heads up. So if you do need any towels, this station happens to be closed, but this is where you would come, and this is the starboard side. But this is where you would come and give them your room key information, because if you don't return them, it's a $20 charge. And then everything over here on the starboard side with this lime and coconut bar right here is the smoking section. Keep that in mind if you are asthmatic or if you don't want your kids around smokers, because they do have to have a place to be able to indulge in that habit, guys. Okay, so the orange slide is called the Perfect Storm. Actually, all 3 slides are called the Perfect Storm. This is where you can enter for all 3 on deck 15. There is the Cyclone, the Supercell, and the Typhoon. We are going to head back this way because I want to show you the solarium, since I don't have Nick with me at the moment. The solarium, as long as there's not impending weather or issues that have the pool area closed for the kids, this is going to be an adult-only sanctuary. Guests 18 and older are welcome. First thing I want to show you, which is so cool, this is the whirlpool. Isn't that absolutely beautiful and amazing? And it overlooks and is an infinity whirlpool, so you can see the ocean, or in this case, the independence of the seas, right there. And isn't she just beautiful? So we are now in the forward of the ship, still on the starboard side. Lots of beautiful loungers. We are enclosed, and it's warm, but it's much cooler feeling than outside. So very much like a greenhouse effect. Now check this out. They have a squishy. Apparently he has no face. I'm a little perturbed. But they do have a squishy. They've also got these beautiful lounge chairs. There is a bar here also. Look at that amazing seahorse. Here is another seahorse over here. And a solarium whirlpool that is not being used. I'm telling you guys, port side is the better view today. Isn't that absolutely amazing? Here is the view bar. So the view bar right here is in the very front left, so forward port. As you can see, it definitely has the view. Definitely enjoy some nice libations here. A lot of these things that I'm showing you that are currently closed is because it's a port day. They will be open when it is a sea day. Deck 15. And here is the Solarium Bistro. They do serve breakfast from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. and then dinner from 5 to 9 today. It is very similar to the Wonder. So if you are curious as to what it looks like, you can definitely check it out from our Wonder of the Seas video. And I do want to give you guys some information on this one. Maximum one person at a time per slide. The Typhoon and Cyclone is going to be maximum height of 48, Supercell is 55, and Supercell difficulty of ride is difficult. Lots of information. They do want to make sure that your children are safe, so you are going to see these life vest stations everywhere. Just make sure that the one that you pick out for your child fits appropriately. Lifeguards will tell you if it does not fit appropriate. Okay, so Windjammer mason jar and the spare tire is on deck 15. I absolutely love that as soon as you walk into the Windjammer Cafe, they have all of these incredible hand washing stations where you can wash your hands, dry them with paper towels, and then go and have a lovely meal with nice clean hands instead of fighting with the bathrooms. Now, immediately to the right, as you can see, they've got the hand washing stations over there too. But then they also have a thirst quencher station. So if you want a mimosa with breakfast, nice Jack and Coke, that's where you can go. In general, you're going to see all of your silverware rolled.
Now we're going to go ahead and show you all of the breakfast items that they have. Now, as a heads up, this is at the end of their breakfast session, and they're actually setting up the other half of the Windjammer for lunch. Plenty of fresh options for you. They also have condiments galore, so if you're one of those that likes a little bit of extra on your stuff, don't you worry. They also tend to have some really, really interesting options as well as your typical stuff. As you can see, these are things that maybe would be more popular in the UK. Of course, you're going to have your eggs, you're going to have your different jams and marmalades, and then ketchup and mayonnaise and mustard if you decide that you want it for something. Maybe you're making a breakfast sandwich and need that mustard. They also had these really cute half grapefruits, which I thought was a nice touch, something nice and light, if that tends to be your go-to, as well as some breakfast meats and cheeses. And of course, they had all kinds of different foods, and I swear every single station had bacon and sausage and hash browns. Now, the kids' corner, this is where you're going to find all of the sweets. And let's face it, I mean, this is definitely where Nick went and got his breakfast. He really enjoyed all of this, even the fresh fruit. You can also get yourself some French toast, and then they have every kind of option that you can think of for toppings for that. They also had some sausage gravy, so if you like that kind of thing, they did have that as well, and some grits and some other foods. So you're going to find pretty much anything that you would absolutely want for your breakfast. Those mushrooms, amazing. Would not have thought of mushrooms for breakfast item, but they were really good. I know that's more popular in the UK. And then, oh, check these out with the clotted cream. I'm hungry now, guys. I need to go back and have some of this breakfast. And then they do have some milk available if you're wanting some basic cereals, or if you have a little one that needs their milk in the morning. They do have a couple of options for you there. And then fresh fruit.
Here's where you can get all of your ice and your drinks. As a heads up, your regular juices, basic coffees, tea, whole milk, hot water, coffee, all of those are included. If you want to take advantage of your beverage package, you will need to purchase a beverage package in order to use your cups for sodas. I use Scott as a guinea pig for this. Ice is self-explanatory. He's
Water.
laughing at me. But
Lemonade, apple juice, iced tea, orange juice.
the trick is you kind of wave or put your hand in front of where it says to wave in order to be able to get your drink out. If you wave too far out, it won't do anything. You'll basically have to touch it.
Really?
Yep.
I'm so full that I can really drink it now.
Yep. And all the sugar's at the bottom, so that's going to be a whew at the first.
Oh.
You did not think that one through.
No, I didn't.
All right, try to respectful of the other diners. We are in a switch around, just to give you an idea of what tables would look like. We personally love these tables here. Just look how amazing that view is and how clearly blue that water is. Windjammer also has these fantastic tables overlooking people's balconies, but also the boardwalk all the way at the bottom. Those lovely rolls. They're just getting the lunch spread out. Cuban sandwich, portobello mushroom and mozzarella sandwich. Oh, that looks yummy. There's some sauces. And look, they have crepes still. Yum. Look at the presentation of these salads. So that is their Greek salad, and then this is a potato salad. This is fresh from the garden. You can have Parmesan cheese, Caesar dressing. They also have romaine and iceberg lettuce. And here's all the extras to dress up your salads or anything else that you may want. And then they currently have ranch, Thousand Island, and Caesar dressing. So here is their Indian station with chicken curry, veggie curry, naan bread, and dal. There is a vegan section, barley pilaf and lentil stew. There's more gluten-free Mexican rice, Irish lamb stew, corn on the cob, and sauteed green beans. There's also barbecue chicken, which is gluten-free, and then grilled mahi-mahi. Have some Mexican options, so chicken carnitas, Mexican rice, beef carnitas, pork carnitas, lentil stew, black beans, Italian wedding soup, cream of vegetable soup, and English trifle. Doesn't look anything like Rachel's trifle. And this is what we're all most interested in, is the desserts. So today they have strawberry pound cake, a cherry custard tart, Oreo cake, and matcha cream puffs, chocolate chip cookies, coconut ranger cookies, chocolate bars, jelly sandwiches, I love that, and fruit cups. Back over to our Mexican bar. These are all of the toppings you can get: tortilla chips, flour tortillas, cheese sauce, and chili beef if you are interested. This is their deli. Look at that seafood ceviche. Have a bakery. Check that out. What are you doing? Who are you? Thomas? Okay. Here is the Mason Jar Southern Restaurant and Bar. And I just think that this is such a cute restaurant. Welcome home. See, little bar. They aren't open currently, but this is what the restaurant looks like. Very cute, very sweet. They also, back in that corner right there, have a little drum set, and they will play live music. Okay, so I realize it's really weird that I am recording a bathroom, but look at how beautiful this bathroom is. This is deck 15 women's restroom. Nobody's in here. Just wanted to give you an idea. My casual attire for the day, how beautiful it is. It does go out to the pool deck and out into the mason jar.
Guys, we found the spare tire, and oh, Scott's being funny. So this is a new restaurant concept that they have here on deck 15 of Utopia of the Seas. This is going to be grab and go items right here by the pool deck. You can grab nice little sandwiches. They've also got some jimmies and some different items here. So a really fun place for you to be able to come. And then they also do have self-serve drink station here too. You don't have to go into the Windjammer. Love this.
All right, deck 14. Now this is going to be mostly staterooms, outside staterooms and interior staterooms. There we go. I love some of the art that they have. The other thing that they have over here is going to be Adventure Ocean and the Solarium. So fun fact, we don't have a 13, we just go straight to 12. And as you can see, deck 12 is going to be the elevator lobby, Giovanni's, and then port side staterooms on this side. So let's see if we can find Giovanni's. As you can see, Giovanni's Italian kitchen. Going to have some really lovely antipastis and pizzas. Isn't this lobby area just beautiful? They currently are not open yet for dinner. Look at that, it is a display only, but I absolutely love. They have beautiful artwork. Nice little place to sit and relax for a few minutes until your table is ready. They have a couple tables here, and then right down there, is going to be your Giovanni's table, main area of the restaurant. And new to Utopia is the outside area where you can dine. They do have their own restroom here, which is lovely. I like that you don't have to leave the restaurant in order to go use the restroom. Apologize, especially if you've got kiddos like me that remember a little too late. Oops, I have to go. Something else that is really cool while you are waiting for your table, they do happen to have charging stations in some of these. They even have this lovely moped prop here. It is so cute. Oh my goodness. There you go. Smile.
Look at mommy. Say, let's go.
And what's even cooler, check this out. They even have the little wine window that you can find in some of the cities. The only thing that would have made that better is if you could actually get a glass of wine from the wine window.
Oh, that would be great. I'd be pulling that thing open all day.
You can see, let me see, 10 and 11 are going to basically be staterooms, so we are going to cheat and take the elevators down to 9 because that is where the music hall is located. Since I don't have anybody with us, we are going to go to 9, and that's going to show us that we need to go to elevator C. And so you go and you stand and you wait until your elevator arrives for you. You do not get into another elevator and hope that it will take you where you need to go. Okay, so we are right here, deck 9.
What are you doing?
So obviously there are staterooms on both sides, and then there's also the music hall. So right here is the music hall. Does not look as though we're going to be able to get in at this point in time. Oh, it's real. I wonder if they have to come out and regularly tune it. At 15 tonight, they're going to have top hits with Utopia of the Seas show band, what's happening on the radio, Spotify, and Pandora. It's the hits of today. They also have other fantastic venues and options and stuff here in the music hall throughout your cruise. So make sure you are checking into your app to see what they are doing here in the music hall. There's a little walkway here that Scott and Nick found. I love that you found this.
So you got to pan down to show
Okay.
the sheer size of this ship.
Oh
Okay, so
my goodness.
all the way down there, and then you got to go all the way up.
And there's another walkway there too. That's crazy.
This is what I call the $1 Million Central Park Avenue view.
And she is beautiful. I think we should go down there and check it out.
That's next.
Okay, we have made it to level 8, deck 8. And you can do elevator, lobby, music hall, Central Park, and of course there are staterooms on either side. So this is the lower entrance to music hall. I love that there are 2 levels available. And it's a little hard to see, but that's essentially what it looks like inside. We do have stage over there, and you have upper and lower level seating so that you can enjoy yourself while having some fun in the music hall.
Welcome to Central Park, which happens to be my favorite neighborhood on these classes of ships. Now, Central Park is a really unique place. You're going to have Chops Grill, Rising Tide, 150 Central Park. You're also going to have the Trellis Bar, the cafe, and then Azumi Hibachi and Sushi, as well as some shops. All of that is fantastic. What I love about it is just how beautiful this space is. You have no idea you're on a cruise ship. You can play some checkers or backgammon with these tables. You can walk around, maybe get yourself a drink at the Rising Tide Bar, which is off to our right. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? Now it's time to check out our first restaurant, 150 Central Park.
Okay, they are not in currently, so I don't want to bother them as they're setting up for dinner rush. But check out this lovely restaurant. This is so beautiful. It isn't very large. It's nice and intimate. I could see this being a really great place to maybe have a dinner. If you are doing a bachelorette party, maybe, I want to have a little more of an upscale, or multi-generational and the parents and grandparents want to go out for a nice meal while the kids are in the kid club. There's plenty of space between. I know that tends to be an issue with some cruise lines, everything being so packed together. And they do have an extensive wine bar.
Here is one last look at 150 Central Park. Ah, love that restaurant. But now we're going to check out, that's right, the iconic Chops Grill.
Okay, here is the restaurant. They are not open yet, so I want to be very respectful of their time getting everything set up before the dinner rush begins, but that's their nice little entryway. And then check this out. Oh my God, I'm in love. Look at the tulips. Now this is an amazing dining venue. They also have a really nice wine list. So be sure to indulge and ask what they would recommend. Now this is a little bit more of an intimate setting, so you could be sitting next to another couple potentially. It's so amazing. Ah, woman cowgirl, represent. Absolutely beautiful venue. I just can't get over it. We do have outside seating also.
And here's a better view of that outside seating. I do love that it's glassed off so that you're not getting disturbed by the music outside within Central Park where we are right now. Now here is the Trellis Bar, and let me tell you, this is a fantastic place to get yourself a nice little libation and just enjoy being in Central Park. I mean, look at the giraffe, it's so cute. Now, I did want to point out this giant living wall. That's right, all of those plants are living and growing and being plants. Now let's check out Park Cafe, which is included in your complimentary dining.
So this is going to be your grab-and-go area of Central Park. It looks as though they have tomato and buffalo mozzarella sandwiches, turkey wraps, Italian wedding soup, some other sandwiches and fruits. Lovely. They also have, looks like prime rib with au jus, rotisserie chicken melt. So many things in here. Oh my goodness. And then they do have your condiment table. And then look at all of the seating that they have. Absolutely lovely. Just a heads up, if you did purchase the soda package, there is a freestyle Coke machine in here. They also have wonderful seating outside if you're wanting to enjoy yourself. This could be a really great option if the windjammer is just too intense for you. So Isumi in the Park is the section that you can go to and actually get to-go sushi. Let me get a little bit closer here. So choose 2 plus choice of edamame or seaweed salad for $10. Everything is an added charge, but if you really like sushi like me, but you know that people in your family, Scott and Nick, will not eat it, or you're worried about the hibachi with little kids, come get yourself some sushi here at Izumi in the Park instead this time around. Here is some outer seating for Izumi if you are not wanting to do the hibachi part of the experience, which I absolutely love because we've never done hibachi because I'm always worried that Nick is going to try to touch it. Okay, so very quickly, they are not open yet, so I want to just get a little bit of footage because I don't see anybody. But here is your hibachi restaurant. Isn't that amazing? Looks like 2, 4, 6 tables, or 6 grills here. Lots of seating, absolutely amazing. Wanted to show you my happy little hippo friend. Hi, buddy. There's also this beautiful chrome Japanese style tree. I love that so much. Alrighty. There's a rhino. We've made it to the other side of Central Park. And here is the E collection, which I am not going to go into today because I don't need that kind of temptation, but it looks like really nice signature pieces that you could purchase, jewelry and otherwise. I found another monkey man. Oh, and he's surfing too. I love it. Now, as a heads up, you can purchase balcony rooms for your cruise with Central Park view. So you would be overlooking this beautiful Central Park area, which I can attest is gorgeous at night if you would rather do that rather than seeing the ocean waves, but you still want the extra space of a balcony. Here is the forward elevator bank, complete with beautiful rays going all the way down. Amazing. We are going to take the stairs down to deck 7. And to give you guys an idea, deck 7 is basically just going to be staterooms. We're headed to deck 6.
Deck 6 forward is home to the Vitality Spa, and let me tell you, this is a beautiful venue. I had a lovely lady showing me around different things that you can do here right up front. Get your hair done if that's something you want to do. Maybe you need to get your nails done because, I mean, let's face it, you're on vacation. Treat yourself. They also have some really interesting opportunities for posture correction. Of course, they're going to have some facials and different things like that, as well as other treatments that you can do. And then a hot stone massage. I mean, that is another option. And they go through a lot of things. But we're going to go downstairs and we're going to get into the heart of Vitality Spa. Now, the very first room she took me to is the thermal suite, and let me tell you, I absolutely love those ceramic loungers. I could stay there all day. They also have these beautiful rainfall showers that you can use while you are in here. And then, interestingly, they have an aroma steam room and then an infrared sauna. And let me tell you, I wish I had time to do this today. Our next room is the relaxation room, and let me tell you, I could get relaxed here. No talking, which I would have a hard time doing, but I could get relaxed here. They also do have some water and some different drinks for you. Here's something I bet you didn't know. You can take a Peloton biking class while you are on your cruise. They even have the shoes for you right here. Not into biking? Don't worry. They do have a full-service gym here, so you're going to have any and every piece of equipment that you could possibly think of. This is complimentary. You don't need to have a spa package in order to use the gym.
Okay guys, I just had an amazing tour at the Vitality Spa here in Utopia of the Seas, Deck 6. TT was absolutely amazing. I told her up front, I'm like, look, I know that I should have come on embarkation day. It was absolutely crazy. Is there any way that I could see some of the rooms or see some things that you have available? And she's like, I got you, let's go. She has her own YouTube channel. Her name is TT, T-H-I-T-H-I. She loves to sing, and I bet she has a beautiful voice because she has a very melodic voice. And I'm so excited to be able to follow her on YouTube. And I gave her our information. She's gonna follow us. And I'm just so excited and wanted to give a special shout out in the video. And also, thank you so much for not judging me too much. I am in my lazy, I don't care day. I mean, I even have, look at this, I have my Crocs on, my Haunted Mansion Crocs. Not exactly what you want to be wearing when you're going to a super fancy, beautiful spa like they have here on Utopia, but they were very welcoming and understanding. So thank you, and I can't wait to get back on Utopia and see TT again, because I'm going to be making sure that I book one of those massages from her because she really knows her stuff. I have an elevator to myself, so I absolutely love. They tell you what day it is, and this one is one of the mirrored ones. Love that, because after a while you just don't remember what day it is, especially on a 7-day cruise. Here we are. Okay, I have officially lost my family. Last time I saw them was Central Park, so I'll find them eventually. We're going to keep on trucking, and we're going to be checking out everything that the Royal Promenade has to offer. So the first thing is going to be the Spotlight Karaoke. Let's see what's in here.
So this is a pretty small venue, but you are going to have a dedicated MC that you're going to be able to have a nice little karaoke time with, or you can rent a private room.
There is a Starbucks for all of you coffee aficionados. We are going to check out Bolero's. Photo op right here. Isn't that lovely? Fun little stage, bongos. There's a better view of our Starbucks on board. Pumpkin spice is here to stay, for a few months anyway. Oh my goodness, look at that bulldog. I want it. So we are still in port, So none of the shops are going to be open as of right now. Check this out. I love some of the art that they have here in the Royal Promenade. And right across the way is Sorrento's. If you have a pizza lover like I do, this is where you're going to want to take them so that they can eat some wonderful pizza. He had 3 slices, can you believe it? Across the way is Bell and Barley. Let's check this out, see what we can find. Very cool and fun space. Here is their menu. Utopia! Love this so much. This is so cool. Right across the way is Cafe Promenade if you would like to get yourself some coffee and I believe some light bites. You can do that right over there. And then, very important, this is the next cruise station. If you are interested in going ahead and booking your next cruise, you can come in here, book a placeholder or book it. And if you have booked it with me, it will come back to me. So do not be afraid of coming in here and going ahead and booking that next cruise, taking advantage of that onboard credit that they're going to offer you by booking while you're on board. Here is the pesky parrot. And this is where we actually got on the ship. Can you believe that? Feels like eons ago. Right in front of me, right in here, there are a bunch of people on it now, but this is the Rising Tide Bar. As you can see, people are enjoying it at the moment. Eventually, it is going to rise up. Looks like about a half hour, 4 o'clock. It's going to go up to Central Park. I think that's a really cool thing that it does. Back to the pesky parrot. As you can see, very Bohemian, Margaritaville. Oh, hello, Mr. Parrot.
Are you the pesky parrot? I think you are. Say, yes, I am, Daddy.
Check out the pesky parrot. That is hilarious. Geeking just a tad. That happens to be a Quaker parrot. I bet a lot of people don't know that. We are going to head back up to deck 6. We are at the other end of the promenade. Here is your photo gallery. There's also shore excursions. You could either book them right here on their extra large tablets, or you can talk to a representative if you need to do that also. These are Royal Caribbean exclusive shore excursions. So right here is our schooner bar. Crown and Anchor Society. Love that.
Here is a little look at the Crown and Anchor Society reception area. If you have any questions or problems with your Crown and Anchor Society membership, just speak with them about it. Here is some more of the schooner bar, and this is probably my favorite themed bar, venue, whatever you want to call it. Unfortunately, it is copyrighted music that the pianist is playing. I really wish I could have had that playing for you instead, but let me tell you, he was really, really good. And I really enjoyed all of the touches that they have in here. Plus, they do have a top-notch bar.
We are heading into the boardwalk. One of the things I really love is the progression of their carousel ponies, showing how they are made. Isn't that beautiful? And this is actually how a wood carver would carve this out. Isn't she beautiful? Until eventually you have beautiful carousel horses. And then here is the dog house. There wouldn't be a boardwalk if there wasn't a Zoltar. And he is a pretty fancy looking Zoltar. This is also where the rock climbing wall is located. And this is where they do the nighttime water show. Unfortunately, we missed it last night and the night before. So we'll have to come back on board and check it out another time. And oh, I found monkey number 3. There he is, right there. Isn't that amazing? Sugar Beach is now open. Let's check it out without Nick. So much candy. Oh my goodness. That's amazing. I am so glad that Nick doesn't realize this is here, because this would be the only thing he would want to eat the whole time we were on a cruise ship. And then you can also get hard scooped ice cream. Doesn't that look delicious? And here's all the condiments you can get, as well as waffle cone or in a regular cup. Kids shop. Alrighty. Oh my goodness.
So this kid shop has a ton of kid-oriented merchandise in here, from bucket hats to cooler cups to bags to treats galore. They have a little bit of everything here for any of your shopaholic kiddos, including mine. What did you find? Oh my. It's the Utopia.
And it goes right down in and shows everything.
Oh, hang on.
Somebody found something. You want to know how much?
I thought I heard you say 70. What?
No, I'm kidding.
He couldn't get the $23 teddy. He had to get the $70 ship. But you know what? That's a really cool collectible.
Oh, I wasn't shopping for him. I was shopping for me.
Right across the way is the Playmakers Bar. There were a lot of people watching football earlier today. You can also go get yourself Johnny Rockets. Nice shake.
That's tempting.
And here is where the bottom of the abyss is located. Yay! Scott's on a parrot. Wow! This is what you wanted to do all day, huh? Just proof that I was also on a horse. And yes, I am side saddle. I'm cracking up at your parrot.
What?
I'm cracking up at your parrot. Here is a better view of the arcade system that they have here. Not a whole lot. Definitely if you're wanting arcade games, go up to the arcade. But there's a couple of things to keep your kiddos occupied for a few minutes. Okay, so we are heading back down to 5. We've seen everything in the Royal Promenade, but we got a few more things that we can check out, including the dining room. So this is the main dining room. Now, you guys will not see us eat here on this cruise, simply because it's a little too overwhelming for Nick, especially having to sit through multiple courses with all of the excitement going on. We just decided that it wasn't going to work out for us on this trip, but hopefully on our next cruise we'll be able to take him, because they do have 4 tops available, so we would potentially be able to bring him in. Absolutely lovely dining room. Isn't that just absolutely beautiful? And then you get your own little centerpiece right there. We are going to head outside because right here on deck 5 happens to be where the walking and running track is located. It's also where all of the lifeboats are going to be located. Now, as a heads up, you do not come running to the lifeboats if there's an issue. If you hear the alarms, you go to your muster station, which you should have learned about and listened to on your embarkation day. Very important to follow the rules. So if I wanted to go up to deck 6, that would take me to the boardwalk and the amphitheater, which is good to know. We're going to keep on going down the running track. Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, so this must be set up for any of our service animals that are on board. I haven't seen any, but that doesn't mean that they aren't here. So I love that I found that spot. It's on the running track on deck 5. I'm sure they have others available. I just happened to stumble upon that one. Okay, heading down to deck 4. Our biggest reason for this is we are going to see. Oh, I found a ducky. Oh, that's so cool. I'm going to keep it for Nick. Here is the lower level deck 4 dining room entrance. They actually have this closed off right now because they are doing meetings, but we got to see the upper level. Lower level's almost exactly the same. Utopia Station is located here on deck 4. World's biggest weekend, Utopia of the Seas, that is true. Right over here is where you'll be boarding if you have the opportunity to eat here. There you go. Casino Royale. Guests 18 and over are welcome here at the casino. It's a basic casino. I don't think I need to show you a bunch of stuff in here.
Okay, anybody else in the room for about a slightly seat? Okay, round 5, everybody hold the white ticket in the air so I can come and collect it. Thank you.
It's the attic. Not currently open, but they have some really good comedy here when it's available. And then here is another entrance into the Casino Royale. Here we are in Studio B. Okay, so it's casino right across from me, so it's a little bit louder, but if you are coming in from an excursion or whatever your port day is and the elevators are slammed, go up a level, because I have nobody in here with me on deck 4. Something to think about. It's worth that one walk to get up to an elevator that isn't going to be completely crammed with people, because it wanted me to go into A, down a level. Now I'm going to be on D. So fingers crossed it works. I'll let you know. I think it worked. I have this elevator all to myself, and my next deck is going to be deck 11. I love that. Something that you can do on your cruise. This person decorated because it's their birthday. Here's another one. Cruise hair, don't care. Amen to that, sister. Rule number 1, don't fall off the boat. That's a good rule. Also loved this one. Wishing them happy anniversary and a birthday. So the reason these people are doing this, all of our doors are magnetized. So if you want to have a little bit of fun with it, I really enjoy these when I'm walking down my hallway. You can do that. We didn't on this trip because I honestly didn't think about it until it already boarded. But it's a really fun thing that you can do. Like, this is a birthday cruise. Happy 13th birthday. What an amazing birthday cruise. Here we are at the wake of the back of the ship. What do you think, Nick? Is that cool?
Well guys, I think this is going to wrap up our Utopia of the Seas experience. I have really enjoyed this ship. I only have 2 complaints. Number 1, it's not long enough. 3 nights on this ship is just not enough time. There's so much to see and do. And number 2, it's just so early when you get off of these ships. We are not morning people, so that was a bit of a struggle for us, but we did it, and now we've got the beautiful day to go and do whatever we decide to do. But loved this ship. 2 very minor things that were my complaints, I will agree. Definitely had a great time, lots to see and do on this ship. It has a great itinerary with Perfect Day at Coco Key and then Nassau. We really had a great time. It was Nick's first time out of the country, and he is hooked. He cannot wait to go back on another cruise. He goes, "Cruise done?" I said, "Yeah, the cruise is done." "Okay, Disney." And I'm like, all right, well, at least he's happy because we're going over to Disney. But he's already been like, "Next cruise? When's next cruise?" So I think we have a little cruiser on our hands, which is fantastic. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and bell notification button so that you know when we upload new videos. And make sure that you're following all of our socials, because we will be posting more content on our Facebook and Instagram so that you can see what other adventures we are getting ourselves into. And with all that being said, are you guys ready for your next Plum Crazy adventure? Because I know I am ready to get you on Utopia of the Seas. Bye for now.